What's up, guys? MoneyManD here, back with a video. Today I have a bunch of cool coins. We got some silver, some copper that I'm going to show you guys today. So coin shop hole, some of the stuff I found and change. But first of all, not a coin, but still very cool. $1 star note. Pretty cool. Don't think it's rare or anything. Really nice, crisp, uncirculated condition from 2017. It's got maybe some folds, but still really nice bill. And also, again, not coins, but we got some gold backs. Love my gold backs. I'm collecting them. And this is Florida gold back. One Florida gold back. They're pretty cool. So I've already shown this on the channel before, but got one of those and then one of the half ones. So pretty cool. Love the design. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a 2 or maybe even a 5. The 5 is supposed to be really nice, so might get a 5. Next, some coins that I found and change. First of all, we have this 2023 quarter. Jovita Idar quarter right here. Again, a really awesome design. Love this design. Like, you know, it's kind of like a unique design, which I think is pretty cool. But we have really big die crack or whatever that thing is from the rim to the bust, almost like the curve of this, like the curve of it. One of the biggest ones I've seen, so it was really cool. Found this in change. Not worth much, really, but still pretty cool to have. See, there's something else going on with it. Maybe that's something right there. But again, women's quarters is crazy. Stuff goes wrong with them all the time. It's not worth too much, but they're still cool. And also, starting to see my first. Well, I have some quarters, but now I've seen my first 2025 circulated coins. Like actually, stuff for 25 cents. Usually, is the first to get is the cents. I see people find nickels, maybe even a few dimes and stuff. So, but quarters, of course, we have some quarters. Some more stuff. We got the VDP right there. Pretty cool. I mean, the design has not changed, just the date. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. So, that was that. Another pretty cool thing I got. I've seen this. I've always wanted them, but I didn't get it until now. I have one of these really cool colorized copper 1 ounce rounds. Well, I don't know if I would call them rounds, but it says Libertad 124 at the Libertad right there, and then we got stuff right there, the mountains. We got the Mexican flag in the back. Love the triangle shape, as you can see right there. Nice triangle shape in the back. It says 1 Mexican AVDP ounce 3/9 fine copper. That's pretty cool. I love copper. It's awesome base metal. Not, I mean, I like silver more, but it's still pretty cool. I love how it's the fact that it's colorized too. So really awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna add that to my collection. Let's see if I can open it up. We got plenty more cool stuff. Some really nice coins I've always wanted. I mean, always wanted, but if I wanted copper, I wanted it to be this pretty cool. Mexican colors copper, a few dollars more. It's a little bit more of a premium compared to other stuff, other copper rounds. But you know, I don't know if it's made by the Mexican government or not. I don't know for sure. Let's see. Let me look. Hold on. I was looking at it when you missed that. This one, they have a 1 ounce copper, very similar to 2024. It's colorized. It says 1 AVDP ounce fine copper. It's the same thing, just about. Also from 2024. And I believe it is made from Mexico. Mexico bullion rounds, I think. It says it's rare, but I don't know how rare it is. Yeah. Let's see. 1 ounce. Let's see. 1 ounce. 4 round. Just look it up. Okay, yeah, someone's selling it for $190, and someone's selling it for $8. So, this is a triangle shape. I got the year right. That's what it is. 4. Yeah. Triangle. Oh, maybe I'm looking up round. Look up triangle, that's why. Yeah, I see a triangle. It's pretty cool. I mean, it is not 100. Oh, it says roll up. Okay, so maybe 170 for a roll isn't that bad of a deal, but still pretty cool. It is colorized. Let's see if it's on Numista. No. Okay. All right, maybe they need to add it. Remember, but that's pretty cool. Next up is some really awesome stuff. First of all, we have this really cool. Haven't seen this before, but nice vintage silver. We have one silver Liberty. Pretty cool, nice beads. And then we got Statue of Liberty right here. Interesting representation. 1974, so this is over 50 years old, so really cool. And this is, of course, 1 troy ounce. But let's see, what does it say? It says something that it might be Greek or something. Liberte is some language. Libertad is definitely Spanish. Liberty is English. That's blank. That's some other language I don't know. And Libertas is another language I don't know, but pretty nice. Oops, upside down. And it says 1 troy ounce, 1.1 plus grams. This is 1 silver, and then whatever that is AG Liberty. 9999, 39 is fine silver. So silver and copyright. So silver quite a bit. How many times does it say silver? It says silver on the front once, silver back twice. So it's definitely silver. It tells you right there. You can tell this. The plastic is kind of hard, but a nice silver 1 ounce vintage round. Also is really cool. Into this plastic, should be able to see it. It's just really cool. This is a coin, standard circulation coin, made in 2014. This is 3 rubles. As you can see, it is kind of very odd. Right there is 3 rubles, and there's this Russian Cyrillic or whatever. Transnistria is not really a country; it's a breakaway spot, whatever, right by Romania. But this is pretty cool because this is a coin and it weighs literally 1 gram. That big. It's a plastic coin made out of plastic, and then it is milled, middle alignment, square with rounded corners, and then the back has just got some security features. Security features in the back, 2014, and then also like in the light or something, it's got him on it. If you look into the light, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a just watermark basically. But this is really cool. I've always wanted one of these. I saw it like a year or 2 ago. Oh, it was really cool. Not an expensive coin. I like it's maybe $1 or 2. It's really not worth much. And they made these. They have a 1 ruble. Yeah, it's worth like $1.30, $1.70. It's not rare, but they are taken out of circulation or something. But it is pretty cool. And this is the green one, square with rounded corners. They have a 1 ruble, which is orange and it's completely square. Weighs 0.85 grams. That's crazy how light it weighs. It's super light, but it's pretty cool because it's plastic, it's durable, and won't break. And then next is the 5 rubles, which is 5-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentagon. Blue. That's pretty cool. And then the 10 rubles is hexagon. 6 sides, which is pretty cool. And it's pink. So they're all made in the same year. They're all worth basically the same because the rubles is not. Transnistria rubles are not worth anything compared to US dollars. But really cool little plastic coin that I got. Nice foreign currency. I love to get some foreign, odd, unique currency, which is what I have there. Speaking of foreign coins, we got some more foreign stuff. This is silver though. First of all, we have 50 piastres from Lebanon. That's the 5. The 0 is 5, which is pretty odd, and then the dot is 0. And some Arabic writing right there. The PhD is 50, and then whatever that little B sign is. They made 7.2 million of them, only 1 year. It is 60% silver. So Republique Lebanese. You can always tell it's Lebanese with the tree. They always have it. It's the same on the flag. What tree is it? 2 oak branches, or no, it's not it. Well, it doesn't tell me what tree. Oh, a cedar tree, which is their symbol. So if you see any Arabic with a cedar tree, it's Lebanon. The 60% silver, I mean, this is 5 grams of silver, or 5 weight grams, so it's like $3, a little over $3 of silver. Made in the Royal Dutch Mint. That is the thing you see right here, the little B, or what is it? What would it be called? I don't know what it's called. The staff right there. That's the Royal Dutchman. So we're making coins since the year 1010, I think, is what it says. So it's pretty cool. You know, maybe worth a few bucks more than usual compared to its thing, but not worth much. It's pretty common. 7 million is pretty common, but it's pretty interesting coin. Like foreign silver. I think I have another coin the same year number as well. Let's see. Wait, does it tell you? Yeah, the 19. The 19. So the 1 is the same. The 9 is the same as Airman Google. So that's the 5, and the 2 is like a backwards 7, I think, and the 7 is actually like a normal 7. That's pretty cool. You get some nice foreign silver. Like I said, I love my foreign silver. I collect foreign silver from around the world. Next up, let's see what is next. We have this coin from Chile. So it said, oh, and also I forgot to mention, but the reason it says République right there is because this is in French. They use French, I believe, as their. They don't use like English. I mean, French is, you can kind of tell it's French because they were a French colony for many years. So this is still pretty cool. Right here, República de Chile. This is Defiant Condor. That's what this is. It's a condor, kind of like weird bird looking, but interesting bird. 0.7, that's the finest, 70% silver. This is 10 grams weight. So 7 grams of silver. But checks out, math checks out. And then it says 50 right here, that's a Santiago mint. Looks like some die scratches or whatever. It's pretty common. It's 50 centavos. 1902 is pretty old though. You know, what is this? Is this a hammer? Is this a hammer and sickle? No, it is a hammer and sickle, but they're not. I don't think they're communist at this point. Yeah, that stuff is common right here. The little stuff is what it says. Let's see. Chile. Yeah, this is made in Santiago, and this is 1902. Is 2 million, made worth maybe a few bucks more than usual. 1906, only 1 known. 1905, I guess, is slightly rare. I don't know how much. And then 1905 is a little bit over a million. 1903 is 1.1 million. 1902 is 2 million. So the most common one, worth the least, but still pretty cool. I don't have any silver from Chile, and now I do. Next up, we have pretty cool Brazilian coin. I like this one. I love all my coins. But, this says right here, see, Acclam de Independencia, independence. President, so see, president. I guess acclamation, whatever is acclaim. I don't know what acclaim. I don't know, so it says shortened. De Republica, and then Brazil. Then it says De Pedro the First, and then Epitacio. Let's see. I don't know. That's Portuguese actually. Sorry, it's Portuguese, and Brazil is Portuguese. That's pretty cool. They nice silver. They had the real from 1799 to 1942, very long. Crazy inflation because this is a 2000 race. This is race, I guess, is a denomination subunit. This is 90% silver. It's actually pretty nice, finest. This is the Centenario de Independencia. This is the 100th anniversary of independence. They gained independence 1822, and then they made this coin 1922. So what is this? 2 sets of arms. Which is one of them is Brazilian, one was Portuguese, maybe, or maybe it's the 2 different coat of arms, because that's definitely Portuguese influenced. So maybe the first coat of arms, and then now the current one, 2 mil race, so 2,000 race. Mil is 1,000. So that is pretty cool. They have coins of like 9,000 race, like 9,600. They have really weird denominations, but they're pretty cool. Brazilian coins are nice. Let's see, 1922 they only made this 1 year, 1.5 million made, so a little bit more. It's got like $7.5 silver, worth probably a few bucks more than its stuff. But let me just do some research real quick, so that makes sense. But D Pedro the First, let me guess, that's going to be this dude, and that's going to be the first leader of Brazil. Yes, Pedro the First of Brazil. He was emperor of Brazil from 1822 to 1831. And then, so that's him right there. So the Liberator, King Dom Pedro, also known as Pedro the Fourth, briefly reigned over Portugal for, what was that, like 2 months? What did he? Interesting. So, and then his successor was Pedro the Second. Then after that, they abolished the monarchy. So it was a short-lived monarchy, or not short-lived. It was only 2 monarchs. It was 1822 to what, to 22 to 89. So it was quite a bit. And then let's see who is this guy. Is so as the former president of Brazil. Yep, makes sense. He was the president of Brazil. Oops. From 1919 to 1922. So interesting thing is they put the living people. They definitely, I think it was a tradition for them to put their president on their coin, which I think is an odd tradition. You know, a living president, I should say, the living leader of the country on the coin, which is odd in our country, but you know, it's common in their country. But still pretty cool. Nice, you know, silver coin. Next up, I have a few of these. Pretty common, really nice, beautiful design. Is a 1916 1 franc from France. All these are 83.5% silver. Maybe not all of them. This is 5 grams. That's pretty cool. This is the walking. It's very inspired. The Walking Liberty, which we'll show actually in a second. But pretty nice design. Kind of like, I don't know, is it high relief or just something? It's pretty odd how it is. But we'll put with Francois. And she's holding. What is she holding? Something. I don't know what she's holding. Sower. The Sower is what it's called. National emblem of the French Republic. And this is Liberté, Égalité, Fraternity, which is liberty, equality, fraternity. Okay, that's pretty simple. 1 franc. They made these half franc, 1 franc, 2 franc, 5 franc, maybe 10 francs, I think, something like that. 1916. A little bit of something going on with the 9 over there. What's going on? Might be something going on. Let's check it out. 1898 to 1920. Pretty common. 1960s, World War One. This is actually the highest, one of the highest vintages. It's worth just a few bucks. Not worth much, really. Rare ones are 1900 is a rare year. It looks like, without mint mark, I should say. Then I guess 1903 is slightly better. 1906 is slightly better. 1914C is a lot better, but that's if it's got mint mark. It's pretty rare, it looks like. Excuse me. Yeah, what the heck is going on here? That's super rare. I've never seen that before, but. And then hold on, is there designer's initials? I think there's designer initials down here somewhere. You can't really see, but, oh, you can see a little bit. So, pretty cool. Nice. One of the standard units of silver was the French franc, but this is demonetized in 28. I guess they got rid of their silver or whatever, but yeah, it's still kind of cool. Next up, we have this really teeny tiny coin, super small. This is 1.166 grams. Sterling silver, though. This little guy. Red toning or whatever. Not toning, just damage to it. This is 5 cents from Newfoundland. As you can see, Georgia Vista 6, De Gracia, Rexus, which means, what does it mean? By the grace of God, King and Emperor of the Indies, India. Because he was reigning over India at this time, because this is from 1943. Of course, it flips like that way. In Finland, 5 cents, they had the same kind of design. They just made it. They have 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, dollar. I think 1943 from C. Where is the C mint mark? Is Ottawa. Makes sense. So Newfoundland was his own little thing for a minute, but eventually became not its own little thing. These all have slightly lower mintage. 1938 was 100,000. 1940 C was 200,000. 41C was 612,000. 42C 298,000, and 43C 351,000. So last year they made these guys. It's worth like a lily a buck. It's a super small guy. And then see Newfoundland typed in semicircle above the face value, day underneath. Diameter was slightly reduced or whatever, but pretty cool. Super small coin. As you can see, it fits in the thing. Like it's the size of my pinky. You can see right there. It's basically a little bit bigger than the size of my pinky. So nice little coin right there. we have three of the same, not the same coin, but close to the same coin. We have 3 quarter rupees from India. So they're all slightly different. We have this one. It looks a little bit odd. Something happened to it. This is quarter rupee. As you can see, George VI, King Emperor. He's right there. And then right there it says quarter rupee India 1945. Is that a C mint mark? Or no, there's no, that's not a mint mark, that's part of the writing. Oops. Pretty cool little thing. And this has got the security edge, which is nice. It got, you know, like a little cut in the middle. And there's quarter rupee India that says 4 annas. 4 annas was a quarter rupee, I guess. There's English, there's Urdu. That's Urdu right there, is I believe what it says. Roses, thistle, shamrock, lotus flowers. That's all. Pretty cool. Then this mint mark is L. L is Lahore, Pakistan. This is 45L, 29 million made. So there's quite a bit made. Not worth crazy stuff. This is a small 5. Large 5 is worth a little bit more money. It's not a large 5. So pretty cool. 50% silver. And this is 2.9 grams. Next coin, or next 2 coins, are also quarter rupees from India. Very similar, George VI, King Emperor on the front, and then it says quarter rupee India 1942. This one's plain, and then this one's the same thing. This is also 1942. It's also plain. Slightly more. 2.92 is worth like 1 cent more. That's how much. It's only made for 2 years, 42, 43, and they switched it. So it's slightly different. Let's compare it. And this is also 50% silver. Same silver, slightly different border or whatever. Main change is the security feature. I guess people are faking it or whatever. As you see, they do a little better, but pretty cool. They all silver. Pretty nice coins. Sometimes Indian silver does get expensive. Indian silver is generally more expensive. I don't know why, but it is slightly more expensive. But it's nice to have. I think I have a half rupee as well. It's pretty cool. Next coin, really nice coin. It's nice airtight. Is this Walking Liberty $50? Pretty good condition. I would say XF, maybe VF XF. Nothing too crazy. I can actually pull it up. 1943 is very common here. Let's see. ECGS photo grade. Okay. Photo grade, just to refresh my memory on these guys, but pretty nice detail. Again, $50, no mint mark. They're not rare by any means. It's a super common coin. Let's focus it real quick. Nothing going on there, but really nice coin. These are basically almost always warm. This one's slightly nice. Let's see what I estimate this grade to be. So we got some detail in her dress. So it's better than a VF30. I would say it's XF. I would say it's getting pretty close to XF485. So, not luster, but something. Maybe even slightly nicer. Hard to tell. XF, say XFAU condition. Or just maybe a few bucks more than I paid, but really cool. Might go into the types actually. You know, currently, working on my types. I guess I'm trying to fill every hole, which is not necessarily the best way. But maybe I definitely want to put some nice examples. Not like super crazy nice examples, but just some nice stuff going on. Nice. Certainly nicer examples to look at it. But this actually, as I'm looking at it now, it's got cleaning, which is fine. I paid like melt for it. As you can see right there, it's got some cleaning lines. And you really can't pick it up on here. But I can tell. If you hold it right in this certain area, it's got cleaning lines. Which is fine. I got this really cheap. Right there, all cleaning. But again, it does not bother me because Still a nicer looking coin, nicer than average looking coin. It's got some cleaning, but coins do have cleaning. It doesn't hurt. It hurts the value, but it doesn't make it. It's worth slightly more than I paid, but it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty cool. Then I also wanted to show, since I have it here, I don't know if I've done this before, but comparison between the Walking Liberty half dollar and the French. This is what inspired it too. Pretty similar. We got a little bit more detail. We got the American flag in the background and stuff, but the same design as the on the American Silver Eagle too, which is nice. Probably love the American Silver Eagle. And then two really nice coins for the last two coins. I guess these are probably my favorite coins. First of all, really nice coin. Always wanted. So first of all, I keep saying that. So let's see. I had some coins that I wanted before, but this is a coin I really wanted. It's a quarter. Let's cover up the date and see. Really worn quarter, super worn AG condition, 1932. You know what that means? What could it be? Could it be? Yes, it is. Denver minted, 1932 quarter. Key date of the series. 32 DNS are both key dates. I mean, this is like super bad condition. I'm opening up the photo grade. Let's see, but it is rare. There's only like 400 something thousand made. So it is rare, and most of the really bad condition quarters are 32 Ds and S's. But let's see, there's only 436,000 made. So a really cool coin. Got a nice deal on it. I need it for my album. All I'm missing a few more to have a complete Washington quarter album, but the main one, the most expensive one, is the 32S, which is about the same price as this. Let's see, what would I grade this as? Probably like a close to maybe an AG3. Maybe it's just too bad to be an AG3. Fair 2, maybe. Fair 2, AG3, something like that. It's pretty bad condition. But, I didn't pay that much for it, so I was really happy to get this. Probably one of my favorite coins. The only coin I could beat that is this next coin right here. I'm really excited. Is this coin right here. I've always wanted a coin from this specific, I guess you can call it, country. And they have, where I live is pretty far away from Hawaii, which is, I just said the name of it. But where I live is pretty far away from this country. So they have some that are in pretty bad condition or really nice condition. There's not too many middle ground ones. Just really nice or really bad, good condition coins, damaged coins. And they're pretty expensive. But I was able to pick up this one. I guess I spoiled it, but this is from Hawaii. I picked up this coin. It's got some stuff. I don't know what's going on, cleaning stuff, damage, whatever. But 1883. This is not just a dime, because all I was saying was dimes and dollars. That's really all I saw. But this is a $quarter. Back is pretty nice, detail-wise. It's definitely clean or something, but I don't care. It is awesome. It's the crowned arms, quartered shield. The first and fourth quarters, the red, white, blue stripes, which the 8 inhabited Hawaiian Islands. Second and third quarters have 2 emblems of taboo. And the inner thing is cross spears. That's really cool. This was made in San Francisco. They made 500,000 of these, and just about half of them were melted. Little under half of them, or a little over half of them were melted. So there's only 242,000 left. So I say that 243,000, about a little bit under that. But doesn't mean it's less than that now. But there was 243,000 left after they redeemed it. But really awesome. It says right here right here it says Kanakua, first king of Hawaii. And Hawaii was his own country for a little bit, from 1700s. I think it united late 17, early 1800s, and then up until 1893. Sorry, they had it. And these are basically the same thing as this is it's 6.3 grams, 90% silver, so it's slightly more than a quarter. Basically the same size. But these are worthless in 1904. They demonetized them. So beforehand they say, hey, everybody get your stuff in. So they changed it for regular quarters, I believe. And then the back, what does it say? Ua me ke e o ka ina I ka ona, which means the life of this land, the life of the land is perpetrated in righteousness. So, Oh, and then Baha, which means something. So, pretty cool coin. Probably my favorite coin currently that I got in this. Not my favorite coin overall, but favorite coin that I recently bought. I say the back, like I said, is cleaned something, but it's still pretty nice. It's not super worn. It's okay condition. I don't know what I don't really have a grading thing to go off of. So I really don't know what the heck. Oops, I'm going off the pad. Let me see. Yeah, it's like it's not XF. It's probably like VF maybe. But it's really cool. A really awesome coin. Happy to have it. It's probably like VF or something. But, anyways, yeah, that was the coins I got. Really happy with that one. 32G, can't beat that. Go backs are nice. But favorite, like I said, 32G and the Hawaii quarter. Gotta be my favorite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.